Brett Thackeray.
Yeah, seeing some of that flooding video yesterday, really intense in parts of Lancaster County. Now, this is the Gettysburg Foundation. Adams County saw it on Saturday. Didn't see quite as much yesterday, but it is still cloudy out there. These low clouds have yet to burn off in spots. Fewer storms today. In fact, most of us should stay dry, but it's going to stay gross and humid and muggy and more heavy rain chances as we move into the second half of the week. I mean, really, anytime it rains in this environment, it's probably going to be heavy. Here is the accumulated rain just in York and Lancaster counties yesterday. They were the bullseye, and we can see it here as we zoom in between Mount Joy, Columbia, Maytown, and East Hempfield. 7 inches of rain. You heard Allie mention it. We saw Kayla Schmidt there live this morning on Daybreak, and reports of about 7 inches. The radar estimate here right in line with the reporting. So just a ton of rain. And by the way, we set a record rainfall yesterday at the airport, 2.02 inches. That breaks the old record of 1.84 set all the way back in 1960. And something a little bit odd, sometimes numbers have this, the month-to-date normal happens to be 2.02 inches. That's how much rain we should have up to this point in the month. We got it all in one day yesterday. So far for the month of July, shocking nobody, we are way above normal. We have over 5 inches of rain, and now for the year, we have over a 5-inch surplus. So we went from talking about a drought to now talking about way too much rain, and that pattern is going to continue. It's hard to break a pattern when you're in it. Hard to get rain in a drought, hard to get dry when you're in a wet pattern, and that's what we've been in. This is Camp Hill, Cedar Cliff High School, cloudy in Annville as well. We think these low clouds are going to burn off this afternoon, but it may take most of the day. Here is the satellite, and it's showing the clouds kind of coalescing over the Susquehanna Valley, where we have still a lot of residual moisture. But we're going to show you where the trough is from yesterday, moving out to sea. Pittsburgh nearing 80, so there are some signs of clearing. We are in the 70s here, the mid-70s, and dew points still high, although we actually have dropped below 70 in Harrisburg. That is a rarity this month. But look at Baltimore, 75. So the air is still gross and tropical, and it's going to stay that way today. After the fog and low clouds burn off, some sunshine later. Still going to mention a storm. I don't think it's going to happen, but given the humidity around, we will call for it. But I think that would be unlucky today if you get a storm. Most of us will not see one. Warm and muggy tonight, 74. So here's the trough, the wavy line. You can see it. It's east of us. So we're getting dry air to push in here, or at least drier. Not going to feel much better. And then notice some storms up across the upper Midwest. This is our next little wave that will come through here tomorrow evening. So again, will we try to clear out, even though we still have some low clouds? Here's the mess that was from last night, pushing to the east, which is good news. So if you have plans this evening, I really wouldn't worry too much about some storms. There may be 1 or 2 around. I think most of us stay dry. It should be a nice evening to play 9 or to head out to dinner or whatever your plans are. I mean, again, Precision Cast kind of echoes that. Look at that. We're dry. We're pretty pleasant. Tomorrow, I think late in the day, toward evening, there could be a few storms that pop up, especially across our southern tier. Yes, they could contain heavy rain, so it's something we want to watch closely. And then Thursday, it looks like we could get some showers in the morning now, and that may tamper down the threat later in the day. So the hope here is that we can get through much of the next 3 days dry. And I certainly don't think any of the next 3 days look like a repeat of what we had yesterday. So when we play out the rainfall amounts, notice, again, there's some pockets of heavier rain, but on average, the rainfall looks to stay kind of in check over the next 3 days. Still, though, we're stuck in the muck with highs near 90 each day. Again, we want to keep an eye on the southern tier tomorrow evening. Thursday, again, a stray showery storm. Friday probably looks like the next best chance to see some heavy rain and storms from a front that moves in, and we'll repeat that on Sunday. So we're hoping maybe most of Saturday can be dry, but of course, each day is a new adventure. We're going to tweak the forecast as we have to. Gray Towers in the Pocono Mountains offers